West Ham ripped up the script at Old Trafford, snapping an 18-year winless run there with a ruthless 2-0 punch delivered by Thomas Suchek and Jared Bowen. The loss drops United to 16th of the table and turns the heat up on Ruben Amorim just days before the Europa League final date with destiny. Sir, how we feel with another loss in the EPL? 17th feels like it's in our future. United continues to just shit the bed back to back to back. Can this season end soon enough?
It's all about Europa League. It's all about Europa League. Until you watch this team in the Premier League, you would like to write it off, but we're playing strong sides. We're getting beat by bad sides at home. You can't ignore how bad this United team is. It's very concerning. Red flags are everywhere. We're bleeding out. You would like to see the new manager come in. Okay, great European run. We saw the crazy comeback against Lyon. Bilbao, we'll take it. Maybe you get in a good call from the referee, but you need to see more consistency from this team. You need to see better football from this team. It just can't be switch it on in Europe, switch it off in the league. This is a new manager implementing a system, and we're just seeing horrendous football, horrendous defending, borderline unprofessional championship form in the league for Manchester United, and it can't continue.
It's dire form. It's relegation form at this moment. And like you said, it can't continue. It's a tale of two seasons. Somehow we're unbeaten in Europe, scoring goals at a much higher rate than we do in the league. And in the league, it's just misery. Today, even, it should have been a 2-2 game. It wasn't a great performance, but we should be able to score against a West Ham side that's right above us at the bottom of the table. So this team needs to end this season. But like you said, switching from one competition to the next, you can't get any form going in advance of the final. After that semifinal a couple of days ago. So it's the last thing you want headed in to the big game. You're making it all about the big game. And if you don't win said big game, then you're in a world of hurt for the rest of the summer, sir. Because it really is Bilbao or bust. And if not, we're going to be starving. It's going to be a dark, dark place if we lose that game on the 21st of May.
Our Muppet hearts, just trying to think positive about this team are the only thing we have left. Like the fact that we think we can win the final. I know Spurs suck. I know they're lower than us in the table, but we lost to them 3 times in a row. And we're just clinging on to this idea that we are just going to automatically win Europa League and have it solve all of our problems. But after watching this West Ham match, it is really hard to get my head around how we are going to show up in a final. Like you have the heroes. Bruno could do it. Little bit of magic there. Like our stars are better, but as a collective, how are we going to defend? Look at the defensive line. Look at the way we gave away these goals. Ugarte, another bad giveaway in the midfield. He did that against Bilbao. He's going to get punished. We are getting punished. This is horrific level of football, and we were playing strong teams in the league and getting just absolutely done. I am sweating. I am nervous. My head is telling me we're going to get cooked in the final. My heart's telling me we're destined to win it because we're Manchester United. So it's a crazy time to be a United fan.
It's always a crazy time to be a United fan. Never easy days. It's been a hell of a season. We do have something to look forward to. Should we get into this match? Should we talk about the hammering that the Hammers did to United, breaking that streak 18 years? Can you believe it? Last time was Tevez, their great escape.
Graham Potter, baby. Let's go, Graham Potter.
We could be playing that football. AWB looks yoked.
Let him know, dude. Let him know.
United, before we get into United, suffered their 9th home Premier League defeat of the season, joint most ever, along with 30-31, 33-34, and 62-63. And West Ham completed only their 5th ever top flight double over United. Tells you everything about the season, and we've fallen behind 1-0 12 times at Old Trafford in the EPL this season, with only Leicester doing so more. So like you said, John, going into this pod, we're in relegation-type form. If it wasn't for that bottom 3, we probably would have been in a relegation fight until the end of the season. Let's get into 11.
Ruben Amorim was the manager of Manchester United since the start of the season. We would be in a relegation fight. That's the difference, right? It's like he gets a free pass, but this is relegation football. Go back to when he was hired. Look at the table. This is relegation football. And it's not getting better. It's not getting better. That is a huge concern for Manchester United.
Let's get into that 11. The results are definitely not getting better. Bayindir was in net. You were right. Onana got a blow. That was the right move, so he doesn't have to suffer more embarrassment. Back 3 was Maz, Euro, Shaw. Diallo was right wing back. Amos was left wing back. We had Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes as they're holding to Manu and Mount up front. Alongside Højlund, sir. I was very shocked at the strength of this 11. I thought there'd be a lot more subs after the semifinal and given it's all eyes in Bilbao. What were your thoughts when you saw this 11 this morning?
I don't like rotating the 2 10s. if you're gonna play strong, you got to play Garnacho. Maybe bring Mount in to like all of a sudden put Maino in there. I didn't like that. Diallo wing back right off the jump. That's probably a little too strong. It again, it is West Ham, but we got punished. Diallo and Mazraoui, that was the cause of the first goal, and we look like a team disorganized, don't know how to play the system.
Still the same old story all season long. Let's get to that match. Like you said, sloppy, uninspiring football from United in the first half. There was a couple early chances in the first 10 minutes from United. Bruno had a driven shot from the edge of the box that he blasted over. Good working with him and Ahmad. And then Ahmad had a good chance in the 9th minute that he ripped just wide with a nice parry from Areola, their keeper. But after that, it was mostly West Ham and a lot of just scratchy passing, a lot of sloppy football. And that led to their first chance of the game, the 26th minute. They got their go-ahead goal, sir.
Maybe shoots. He finds Kudus. Ahmad with the lunging challenge, and it's in! Fired across goal, and Thomas Souček wheels away in celebration.
Sir, too easy. You mentioned it at the beginning of this pod. Almost not professional. It's a level of professionalism. In terms of the goals that we gave up today, you don't see other teams concede like that. Maybe the teams in the bottom, maybe Southampton, but we were just cut through so easily. Even not playing well, they didn't have much of the ball. Then all of a sudden they go on the attack once, and boom, they're up 1-0.
Yeah, but look at the switch. You have Mainu out there in no man's land, and then Ahmad doesn't pick up on the danger. Mazraoui snoozing. So, like, you have 3 players there who are responsible for the right-hand side of the pitch, just literally not marking players. And for West Ham, they are a bad side. They're going to score when people aren't even thinking about defending. That's what I'm saying, is this team is not organized. They don't understand the system, and we're just absolutely getting, like, these goals are comical, like, if you look at the defending.
No, they are unprofessional, to say the least. The fact that we've just been cut open time after time again, it happened again in the second half. We did have one chance.
He's not going to play wing back. So here's the thing. Amorim's like, hey, can Ahmad play wing back against Tottenham in the final? The answer is no. Like, that's the answer right there. It's not. That's also not his position. I'm not going to kill him for it, but then you have Mainu there as well, and then Maz is out of form playing right center back. So a lot of questions for the final.
And you're trying a lot of new stuff out, like you said. Maybe some of this is a test for the final. Maybe it's just freshen up the squad after the game on Thursday. Højlund had a good chance. He didn't do anything good with it, but he had a good chance in the 35th minute. He scuffed it wide. Should be doing better. That was the first half, sir. Not great from United. What do you think Ruben was saying to the men in the second half? Whatever it was.
That was a good chance for Højlund, but it was
a chance for him. He didn't make. I mean, he certainly didn't make the most of it.
I don't think he even should have taken that chance. But yeah, like we don't need to get into Højlund. I think everybody kind of, understands where he's headed. Look, to go down is bad. We've got to get a hold of this game. Got to make some changes. Manager obviously did make some subs, but it was a rough go, sir.
Rough go. The last thing you want to happen, sir, beyond losing, is to lose players that are important that we're hoping to have in that final. West Ham, they came out hot. United grew into the second half a little bit without any end product to really, capitalize on some of the moments we had late in that second half. 52nd minute, Maguire came off with an injured Euro. That is the big bummer of this game beyond losing. And then plus Lindelof came on for Shaw. I think he's looking at protecting Shaw in case Euro's not available. Mount had a good chance. The 54th minute was well saved. And then, go from building up ahead of steam to all of a sudden getting punished once again in the 57th minute.
In the first half. Agate robbed of the ball. Kudus with Bowen in support. Decides to go on his own. Helped out by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And Bowen for 2!
I mean, somehow this one is even worse than the first. It's like Ugarte's been caught out a few times, more than a few times this season. He kind of just falls over, think he's going to earn a foul. That's not how you play football in the EPL, especially when you can be punished the way we are. And then they kind of put a dink in, and everybody's ball watching, very bad defending. Unbelievable they even got a goal in this situation. And United are all of a sudden down 2-0 and fighting for a team that can't score at the moment.
Sir, this goal is absolutely horrific. The fact that Bruno and Lindelof are ball watching on this is just ridiculous. Like, the fact that Ugarte's turnover is bad, but then the ball watching by Bruno and Lindelof on the back post where the danger is, where Jared Bowen is just sitting and this like shit ball comes across and they finish it. It's ridiculous. It's like and Bruno's there. Bruno's there, Lindelof's there. They're watching the ball, and Jared Bowen gets a free goal. That's not what elite teams do.
That's exactly right. That's the best way. A free goal. That's a free goal. That's like, Rasmus Højlund would pay all his salary to get a goal that easy. And it's schoolboy defending. You don't even see stuff like that in the EPL that often. Let's get through the end of this game, sir. We made a bunch of subs. Dogu and Garnacho came on for Mount Ugarte. We did have chances. 62nd minute. Garnacho was found well, but he sliced it wide. Nice flick header from Højlund. No one's at the far post. Another chance for Højlund. He didn't do nothing with it. I would have loved to see Cheeto in this game. That was surprising given how ineffective Højlund was throughout. Maguire came super close in the 77th minute, sir. He looked dangerous. He was like our biggest danger man this game was probably Maguire from set pieces after he came out in the second half.
I mean, 16th place, Manchester United, but Harry Maguire at striker. That's basically all we got.
There you go. That's it. Eriksen came out for a mod in the 83rd, and there was a late flurry of chances. That was all she wrote. Manchester United lose 2-0 once again, lose again against the Hammers, sir. And the Hammers hop over us into 15th place. We're in 16th place. Somehow Spurs are below us. They lost 2-0 to Crystal Palace today. Let's get into the team stats. We had 20 shots to their 9, but we only had 5 on target to their 4. Unbelievable. 4 on target, 2 goals. Slightly edges them on possession, but that's not good enough considering we were at home and they're also a pretty poor side. Let's hear from Ruben Amorim. I don't think he was mincing words in the press box. Tough. A thousand mile stare is back, sir. He looks like, goddamn. If the 21st does not work out, I'll tell you what, the 21st does not work out. That flight to Kuala Lumpur after the season is going to be like a fucking death march. Let's hear from our manager.
Hi Ruben, obviously that was a disappointing afternoon. Has it been compounded by Lenny Yoro? Is there a positive update on him or is it looking bad?
We have to assess Lenny in a better way tomorrow. He felt something, but I think it could be a small thing.
And on the overall performance today?
I think it's quite similar some games that we had here against Wolves was a little bit the same. We create more chances than the opponent, but the lack of urgency to protect our goal in the few times that West Ham was near our box, we had a lack of urgency. We were near the box and we had lack of urgency, and we need to be more aggressive. If you cannot score in the first ball, the second ball, if we cross the ball, if we are aggressive, we can score. We had lack of pace. We have to do so much better, and for me the biggest concern is that feeling that is okay, and we cannot change our position so much, so it's okay. And that is the biggest problem in our club in this moment, because we are losing the feeling of we are a massive club and it is the end of the world to lose a game at home. So I think that is the biggest concern in our club.
Oof, sir. He's not mincing words. This is as mad, pissed off, fired up as I've seen Ruben Amorim in a while. Lack of urgency in defending our goal. I mean, talks about all the things we talked about, like the first chance, nothing of it. Second chance, nobody's switched on, no physicality, nothing doing. He's got to take much of the blame, sir. He's the manager, but he's not happy. Oof, tough times, sir. Tough times at Manchester United these days.
It's fucking bullshit is what it is. I mean, like, honestly, I'm so over, like, this, what we're seeing right now is an absolute meltdown. This is an absolute meltdown at Manchester United. Like, my heart wants to sing, like, it's right in front of our faces. Like, my heart is saying, oh, we got the Europa League final. Oh, we got Europa League. Oh, it's like, no, we are awful. We are horrible. We got, wet noodle FC out there with soft players who don't want to fight for this team, don't want to play for the badge. It's like borderline unprofessional. Like, you saw it. The defending was his, like, and these are our top players. There's nowhere to hide on this team. And, like, I don't know what delusion is making me think we're going to win the Europa League final, but this team deserves to lose it. Like, this team has not played well. This team deserves to lose it. It's all hero ball bullshit FC. Get up for one game here, like, bottle it over there. It's like this, there's nothing. There's no backbone. There's no leadership. This is like United are destined to fight relegation next season. Like, there's no, you can't get rid of enough players. You cannot. Like, Ruben Amorim is in a real tough spot. We've seen this movie before, and it's going to get worse before it gets better, because it has to keep getting worse until it gets better. And even if we get away with winning Europa League final, it's not going to solve all of our problems.
No, it's certainly not going to solve all our problems, but I think that's the only way he even survives next season. You know, I want to give the manager more time. I want to give the manager more time than most fans do, but I know how things work, and I can already see the tea leaves, right? If we're in a relegation scrap mid-year, they could be looking at a Graham Potter who fucking
That's
beat
not
us.
about the manager, though. My criticism is not about the manager; it's about the players, right? Like my
He's
main.
going to take the fall because he's the manager. At the end of the day, he's the fall guy. Whoever's
If you could fire the players, you would get rid of all of them and then rebuild. Like I said, burn the training ground, get rid of everyone that was ever here, and bring in new people, and then give them to Ruben Amorim, and we'll probably see a better team. But for some reason, the culture here is like, look, we signed Ugarte. Look at that guy. Like, look at that guy. We signed him to be a dog in the midfield. What is he? Like, honestly, like this is like, look at Højlund. Like Højlund is like the king of it's okay to just absolutely fail at your job every day and not care. Like this team is embarrassing. And it's like they don't even get it. They don't even understand how embarrassing this is. Like, I cannot believe that we let us West Ham, as horrible as they are, come in and literally put us to the sword with no fight.
With no fight. No response. We got no goals back. We didn't even get a goal to like do a fake comeback run at the end of the game. It feels like a rudderless ship. It feels like we're taking on water. It feels more hopeless than even the Rangnick years, even though we have this cup final to look forward to. Like you said, team.
If we lose Europa League, we're probably going to be going down next year.
No, I mean, that's the thing.
Like,
he'll get fired. I'm not sure we'll go down, but he'll get fired.
We've been going this way. Like, here's the thing. Ten Hag's, we were going this way. With Ten Hag, we were going down the whole way. Last season, this season, we're going down. We hired Ruben Amorim. It's like putting kerosene on the fire, because it's basically saying not only do you have to give a shit, but now you got to play a different system. So you have to care even more. And these players don't give a fuck. And so now we're burning it down even more. And then if we lose Europa League final, like, there's no way. I just do not see, like, I see nothing in this team that's going to convince me that they're going to start playing well over a 38 game season.
No, the only way is you get enough personalities in that give you enough edge just to survive another year. I think we lose the final, it's all over for Ruben, because look what happened with Ole. It's like everything was good, hunky-dory. He loses that final. The way he lost that final, he lost all confidence. He was out by fucking November. It's like it's killer to beat a game like that where we have all the twos necessary to win the game. But like, United, we could easily drop 3 and we could get dusted in the first half against Spurs.
But we weren't in 16th. We're in 16th. No wins in our last 5. Wolves double, West Ham double, like lost to Tottenham 3 times. Like, this is like, it's really bad. Europa League is kind of giving us this, like, we think it's giving us a get out of jail free card, but I think it's clear to everybody what's going on, and that, like, the culture in the dressing room is like the worst ever. Look at Amorim's face. He can't even stand these guys. Doesn't even like them. Like, I'm sure it's that bad. And to the point where he almost is like, I'll leave. He said, I'll leave.
He'll leave voluntarily. How many managers saying that?
You guys are a bunch of bums. I'll leave. You guys are and you know what? It's just like, it reminds me of that Succession where he's like, you're not serious people. Like, it's that. Amorim looks at them and be like, you're not serious. Like, you guys are making money. Yes, you're wearing the Manchester United jersey, but you guys don't get it. You didn't earn it. You didn't work to get here. You can't, like, there's something so broken, and it's going to come home to roost. And the Europa League might be a nice sugar high, but it's only going to help us get rid of more players to try to decrease the bluffer ratio to help save Amorim, and that's a crazy place to be.
I like that. We're gonna write that down. That's a ARDism. A bluffer ratio. The bluffer ratio is far too high at the moment. We got to decrease the bluffer ratio in a material way, or we're gonna be in real trouble. So I think we're in hell, and I think we're gonna stay in hell. And I think these cups, this team has showed that they can get up for a cup. This is like our 4th or 5th cup in the last 5 years, and somehow we can get up for it. So if we don't, it's going to be a hell of a summer, and I think Ruben Amorim could be out, and the year 2025. The stats, XG was pretty much even, 2-2. Need somebody in this team to score a goal. Fucking Rasmus Højlund. What are you doing, dude? Let's get into some fan questions. At D_Cole18. Bruno deeper doesn't work. These players do not fit the system or Amorim's philosophy, and they didn't buy into Erik ten Hag's. This team truly is relegation fight thin in depth, quality, and desire. The worst Premier League season I can ever remember in my 33 years of life. Europa League final controls our destiny, sir. It certainly does.
Bruno deeper didn't look good today, but I do think it was kind of like he changed too much with like Manu and Mount.
And Ahmad.
It was just like
no Garnacho.
Like maybe Amorim deserves a little criticism because he kind of just like he went too attacking heavy, and that led to the defensive problems, right? Where like you have Bruno trying to defend on that one, and Ugarte's not in form, so you know you hate to see Ugarte, but he looked.
That's his biggest weakness is the giveaways. He does like the fall over.
You're the last man.
I know.
Ball.
That was like Fred. You know, like Fred. You can't fall over, give the ball away, and then they're on a break.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't see the work rate that Fred had, and then Fred had a hell of an engine, and I'm not seeing that. You get clattering tackles out of Ugarte, but you don't have that. You're not getting that like engine all across the midfield, like winning the ball back. Like that's where we're looking for a dog in the midfield. You play Bruno there. He's supposed to be able to do almost two players' jobs. That's like we paid a lot of money for him. And I'm getting concerned because that's the not being able to smell the danger when you're on the ball like that is crazy. And the same thing with Bilbao. Absolutely same thing with Bilbao. Pocket picked, like right there.
Happened against Lyon too. At you, Bosin, Amorim's EPL record is so abysmal that I'm not sure you can continue to ignore it every single weekend we are found out. I fear a United Classic where he is let go in October after a terrible start to the season. Also, Rasmus out. Prayers Spurs continue to underperform us. But in this day, they'll find their gear. Like Spurs will show up. They'll play better than they played all season. They will absolutely look to break their 40+ year trophy drought in Europe, their 17-year drought and fucking, overall, they're going to be there to play. So if United doesn't show up or shows up slow to the party, dude, that's our chance of getting out of jail free, just sailing off into the distance.
And Huston makes a great point here because usually players have to show you, usually coaches have to show you the system's working for you to then invest in it. And this is not working. Like it's not. Like, so what I mean is not working. It has to work in the league. United has to be able to beat West Ham and Wolves and Bournemouth, these crap. You have to be able to beat these teams. There's 10 teams in the league that you got to beat, and they're the bottom 10. And you got to be able to beat them home, and you got to be able to beat them away, and you got to be outplay them with what you got. And he cannot do that. And so all he's doing is saying how bad his players are, how shit they are. That's literally his thing.
Portuguese way, bro.
These guys are shit.
Yeah.
So I can't do it.
Sounds like Mourinho.
And it's like, but you can't sign 22 new players. So it's like this, I get it, but you do need to win. You do, this whole idea that we're just putting it off until this won't work. It's never worked. No one has ever done this. Amorim, when he came into Sporting, didn't just play like shit, and almost get relegated. And then all of a sudden they invested a lot of money in him. No, you have to show results with what you got. Then you add to that. And my point is imagine this team is a sinking ship. No one's bought in. The system's not working. And then you're going to invest in it.
Well, if you didn't have
all of a sudden it's going to work. That's crazy. It's not going to happen. I like Amorim, but it's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
If you didn't have Europa League, would they even be backing him in the summer? Obviously, the amount of money we have available to back whatever manager we have is dependent on how much money we make this summer. But would you even be backing him if he finished 15th in the league and you have no cups to fight for?
But if you don't back him, then you're in a relegation. So the whole idea,
you have to back him.
My point is, I just don't think that Amorim's thought process, the way he's saying it, basically, we got to improve in all these areas. I can't, it's similar to Ten Hag. It's I can't do it now. I got to wait. I can't play the way I want to play. I got to wait. It's all this fucking, I don't care now. We got to wait. That doesn't work. It's you got to win today. You got to line up in the best system for your current players and try to play toe-to-toe and win today. And that idea that we don't have to do it now and we're just going to punt it to next season and then figure it all out, it will not happen. It's going to blow up spectacularly.
Like it is. It's blowing up right now, sir. This spaceship is falling apart, and we're in space. That's not a good place for it to happen. Yeah, last one at Dan with 3 Ds. It's not the managers, it's not the system, it's the players. It always has been, it always will be. Major changes needed from Ineos over the summer. Without that, Godspeed, gents. And Moneyline Mush, Wednesday, May 21st. That's all that matters. Ooh, it's tough time, sir. It's been a tough.
It is until it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is like we keep convincing ourselves. Wait. We're
I'll tell you what.
Wait till Spurs like drop.
Like, come on, you Spurs! I'll tell you what. At a bar, San Francisco, they're like you're losing 3-1. It's like the 85th minute, and you just hear them singing their one. They have one song.
I can see Alex on the bar stool, like 6 inches in, just like in physical pain. You know, like
physical pain.
You know, highway it's like, here's the thing, you watch the highway robbery, so you either rob someone, you get away, or you get shot. It's like there's it's all 2 outcomes for you in United. Either we're gonna get out of the bank, you know, you got 30 seconds in the bank, you got to get in and get out, and then you got like a weirdo who just like stays too long, and then the cop just shoots you, like you die bleeding out. Like it's either one or the other for Manchester United. You know, it's gonna be like it's as nervy as robbing a bank. It's like you're either going to get the big score or you're going to get shot. It's like that. The alternatives are like, oh no, this whole Europa League thing was just to troll us the whole season so that we could get the death blow from the worst team in the league, the only team worse than us.
The only team worse.
Yes, exactly. Like it's actually this was just like the biggest troll job of all time, was like to like literally get the sword from Tottenham. Like give Ange his trophy. Like
stop it.
Everything's on the line. Everything's on the line.
It's all or nothing. No, it's like so remember how bad we felt if we lost to Villarreal on penalties? Like this will be 10x. 10x.
That was bad.
That was bad. So tell them about the pod. Tell the good people at home about the pod. How they can support the pod.
You got to support us because this is the hardest season we've ever been through. Look, we launched our YouTube channel. What a year to support. If you like the American Reddevils, please like, subscribe, comment below. Let us know what you think about the Europa League. Are you as nervous as we are? We are. Everything's on the line. We're losing to West Ham out here in these streets, sir. If you want to go the extra mile, you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/americanreddevils. That's where our top Muppets support the podcast. Keep the lights on. Also, check out our store, americanreddevils.store. Grab some merch. We even have Eric Ten Hag scarves, sir. Half of the proceeds go to help the bald, the bald fraud. Check out our blog, americanreddevils.com. Bilbao or bust.
Let's go,
That's
baby.
what it's all about. That's what we need right now. And, sir, tell them about iTunes reviews.
iTunes reviews and 5-star reviews of the American Devils. Wherever you listen, it's a great way to support the pod. It helps get found organically by other top Muppets like yourself. And we're still giving away free merch. Just write a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify. Send a screenshot of that review to americanreddevils@gmail.com with your mailing address, and I'll personally pick, pack, and ship some free ARD gear. Send it right to your door anywhere in the world. We appreciate the support. It's been a hell of a season. It's been a hell of a... Sorry, it's you and me going on this 8 years. 8 years, you know, you're getting better. Where are you at? 16th in the table. It's fucking crazy. Let's do some top downloads. Last 7 days, top 10 cities, top Reds all around the world. We appreciate every single one of you. Number one, how you doing? How you doing? John's gonna lose it. John's like, hey man, bring Ten Hag back. You want to hear a stat? You want to hear a stat?
I'm over Hoyland, bro. Like, get rid of that kid.
When they fired Ten Hag, we were like 5 points off top 4.
By the way, there's nobody. You know, I'll tell you the issue with Hoyland is like he ain't worried at all about not scoring, bro. That guy's like he goes home like TikTok, Instagram. He don't care nothing about scoring goals, bro.
There you go. Join the crew. He's gonna be a good company back in the summer when nobody signs any of these on loan players.
Denmark in the Euros, he got benched there. You know, what do you know? Like,
It's not like getting benched at France. Okay, number one, how you doing? How you doing? Chicago, Illinois, Los Angeles, California, Oslo, Norway, Dublin, Ireland, Melbourne, Australia, Brooklyn, New York, Atlanta, Georgia, Manchester, England, New York, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Bilbao or bust, baby. Come on.
Sure, I'll tell you what, you're bad when I bench you for a while.
Oh my!
I'd honestly get get Wout in there. I'd be
Wout
like,
scored fewer goals. The sad thing is, Wout scored fewer goals, and we were a better team.
I get Wout in there.
Wow!
Like,
Fucking Wout!
So bad, I want a Wout back.
This guy, get some Wout. I'll get you a Wout kit.
Take us out of here.
Sure, we've seen it all. We've won the lot. Thanks for being here with you, and we'll see you next time.